How's it going, everybody, and welcome back to the channel. So today I wanted to talk about something that has been weighing on me quite a lot, something I'm very not proud of, and, maybe potentially an issue that other people could have. And what I really want to do in this video is just talk about this, but also share my experience and how I've been being this way in my own life. And hopefully this video can help people learn how to not act the way I have in the last couple of months and really just learn from me. That's what I'm hoping for with this talk. But yeah, I wanted to talk about something that I'm pretty unhappy about in my own life and mad at myself for, and that is being selfish. And it's something I never thought I would be in my life, and I never would have thought of myself as this type of person until recently. And I was like, whoa, when it hit me like really hard, and I had kind of a moment of just self-reflection and disappointment, and I've been really mad at myself for my actions of the last couple months. So let me describe really what's happened and how I got to this point. First of all, let me say this before I start yapping. In any relationship, whether it be a family relationship, a friendship, a romantic partner, anybody, even a stranger, right? You always want to be respectful, and you always want to be caring of the other person's time and what they have to say, and really treating someone with respect, right? And that hasn't happened with me. I have not been doing that. So I had this person I was very, like connected with. We had a great connection and everything. Trusted this person very much. Like, they trusted me, the whole 9 yards, full complete relationship, right? And for a couple months it was good, it was cool, it was great. And then I started just being so selfish. And what I mean by that is, basically, let me give some examples. I would only do things when it was like on my time. I would only, suggest things that I wanted to do. I would never like think about them and take them into consideration when making decisions. And that is not how any type of relationship should go. No matter what type of relationship it is, it should never ever be one-sided and only what one person desires, right? Because that's 100% a just horrible situation to put the other person in. And I completely had done that in my life, and I just wasn't treating them with respect. I was being just so disrespectful in every way, of their time, of their affection, of their communication. And I'm very unproud of this and like very mad at myself for this. You guys can probably tell, but I wanted to share why this sucks right now and why I deserve to feel this way. And why, I wanted to talk about this in the first place. So basically, that person, you might be like, how did you even realize you were being selfish on that person completely did the right thing, and they completely stopped talking to me completely, because of the way I had acted in the last couple of months. And that really broke me. Like, I literally immediately a wave of just self-realization hit me, and it was one of the saddest, lowest points of my life. And this was not very long ago. This was just like about 2 weeks ago. And I just broke down. Like, I don't know how to describe it. I just literally felt so horrible. And I had this reflection of like, what have I been doing? Like, I literally didn't even feel like myself. I was so self-absorbed in what I wanted in my own life that I completely took this person that I cared for so much, and I just completely disregarded them. And ruined a relationship with someone that I cared about so much, and because I didn't show it with my actions. And one thing that I want to say is, actions are always going to speak louder than words in anything in life, because you can always say one thing and mean another, but your actions are going to prove what you really want. And the fact that I haven't shown with my actions what I really want is really sad, because it's a hard thing to come back from whenever you make that big of a mistake, especially in any type of friendship, relationship. Even with family, I know so many people that have broken, relationships with their family because somebody can't, get over the past and apologize for something that has happened, or be the bigger person. And sometimes, you know what, I just need to rag on myself and say, I suck. And that's what I'm doing right now. So I was so selfish in this particular thing, and it made me realize that I've been doing this in other aspects of my life, not just this one relationship. And it really made me like have this realization that I am not a good person. At least I haven't been the last couple of months. I have been trying my hardest to change that in the last couple of weeks. And it's really been nice to just kind of feel a little bit more peaceful with my own thoughts. And really, I think the problem that I got into is I would not think about anyone else. I would just literally go about my day, do what I usually do, and then like, oh, maybe I'll do something with someone, like hang out with someone. But I wouldn't give my thought and my time and my prayer and like everything to other people, and the self-absorption can be like literally a drug. I'm telling you guys, it is so bad for you. If you don't have healthy relationships in your life, you can literally feel so alone, and I have never felt more alone than I have in these last 2 weeks. And I know that I need to feel this way, and it's good that I am feeling it right now, but it definitely makes me really anxious if you can't tell that I'm anxious. But I also am just talking in front of a camera, so it's a little bit hard for me. I usually don't do this, but I wanted to share a life experience that I've had in my life recently. So I don't know, some of you knew I kind of talked about it briefly in a video, but I had a couple weeks, or like about a week ago, my grandpa, or my grandma called me, right? And I was recording a video and I picked up the call, and she was asking me to take my grandpa to the emergency room because it was like 9 p.m. at night. And I was like, oh my gosh, what the heck happened? So I went over there, got him, took them there, and he had a heart problem. So he was having a lot of chest pain. We had to, well, we didn't rush him. The ambulance came and rushed him to the hospital pretty much like an hour after we had got him to the emergency room. So I was, I can't even imagine how she feels. But I was very scared, of course. And the next morning, they had to pretty much operate overnight on him. He had a 99% blockage in one of his heart valves. I'm not sure exactly. I'm not very good with terminology, especially like medical terminology. So I don't know exactly what I'm talking about. But there was like a 99% blockage in one of the valves that could have caused him to stop breathing completely if it was fully blocked. And that really, like, just thinking about that, it broke me. I love my grandpa very much. I love my family very much, and just thinking about, you know, things like that can really mess with your mind and just make you realize how bad of a person and how for granted you take life, and you only really get one shot at this, right? So, you know what I mean? It's so hard to just be thankful and grateful for things in your life, especially great relationships. Um, and it can be hard whenever, you feel like you're putting more into a situation than someone else. It's hard to, still give that effort and still care about that person, because think about it. Somebody might be going through something really bad and you wouldn't know it. And then you're like, oh, why aren't they giving me this energy in this relationship? And then all of a sudden, you're like treating them badly because you just didn't think, maybe something's wrong with their life and maybe they have problems that you don't know about. You never know what someone's thinking deep down inside their own brain, right? And what's going on in their own personal lives if you don't know them too deeply. And I wanted to just say that, like, I need to apologize to everyone, and to this person specifically if they are watching the video, because I really, really, really regret how I've been acting. And I'm so thankful that my grandpa's okay now. He had a heart surgery and he's doing good now. He's back home and everything. I'm very thankful, and I do believe in God. So I believe that that was the reason that he is saved right now, and didn't pass away. But basically, I just wanted this whole video to be about a learning experience for me, like how to kind of prevent yourself from getting in these situations. It's really hard to be non-selfish, and I know that sounds like, what do you mean? It's not hard to be not selfish. You just got to care about others. But sometimes you work hard, right, in your career path or your goals, and you just start slowly drifting down this self-absorption path. And that is where I found myself, and where I found myself like a couple weeks ago when this person completely cut me off, and like it really broke me. I very much love this person, like seriously, genuinely. And I don't even know how to apologize for something like that. But let me tell you guys something. Whenever you hurt somebody that you love, it is the worst feeling in the world. You have to sit there at night and you have to look yourself in the mirror in the bathroom before you go to bed, and you're like, I did that to this person that has been so genuine to me and so caring for me, and I did that to this person. I made them feel horrible. And you know what that does to yourself? That makes you feel horrible and have horrible thoughts. So I just really want you guys to learn from me. If you learn anything from this video, please take your relationships seriously, whether that be family, any type of relationship. You need to take it seriously. I'm serious. There's only a certain amount of time that you get in that relationship, right? And it's very, 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 very important to me that you guys don't make the same mistake as I did, because man, I really have had rough thoughts recently because of my own actions. And you should never put yourself in a situation like this. I didn't have the closest relationship with my father when I was younger, but he really is a great example to me, because he didn't used to be the best, had a bunch of issues of his own, and then he completely slowly, like, worked on changing it over the years, and that meant so much to me. Like, and we have a great relationship now. That it's just completely like shown me that you can fix a relationship if the effort is there and if you show it with your actions. Actions speak so much louder than words. And hopefully at some point I get to reconcile with this person. That would be pretty epic. But yeah, I hope you guys did enjoy this talking video, and please, please, please be thankful for what you have in your life. I'm very, very, very thankful for all of you, as you guys already know. But yeah, anyways, hope you guys enjoyed this yapping story time, and I guess I'll put a Butch clip at the end of this too. And yeah, have a good one, everybody. Have a good one. Peace.